Sorry, live.
Okay. Okay, checking to see, do we have sound now? So, hope we got sound. Do we have sound? Anybody?
Hello.
Hello. Do we have sound? Can you hear me?
Yay.
Oh, good. We fixed it. Okay. So we're out in our secondary studio now.
Why is your head cut off now?
I don't know.
Oh, that was me.
Okay. So we're out in our other studio. We're out in the studio, and this is Studio B, I call it now. And so this is where we're going to be doing all the dyeing to show you guys. Behind me is where I do all of the dyeing. Down that way is where all of my yarn that comes in is stored, and we do shipping it this way. Probably one day I'll turn the camera on and show you guys what's all in here. I don't want to mess with the camera right now since we've already took up a lot of time with figuring out sound for the very first time we've turned this all on here. So
It's
now
not
we're
the
ready
first.
to go.
We've been using it. It's
Well,
just
the
we've got
first time
these
we've done
new.
Facebook Live out
Yeah.
here.
We've
Yeah.
got new mics, lapel mics, so we're just starting to
So-
get it all worked out.
So
Hey, Sarah.
so then I'm going to show our colorway that is not for this Friday. I'm going to always be a week ahead of time. So I already got the color that we're going to do for this Friday show. This color that I'm going to do today is for next week's show,
26.
the 26th, February 26th. And so I always try to come up with a theme and a colorway. So today's theme and colorway is this right here. It is got sheep, cows, rabbits, pigs.
So this is fabric that will become
our bags.
a project bag
Yep.
for the kit that we'll do on Friday coming up. And this is his color inspiration.
So
And this one doesn't look like it has a lot of color.
it doesn't have a lot of color, but if you can see on the edge of the fabric right here, it's actually got more color than you think in there. It's got a
Yep.
teal, a green, grays, browns, but I'm not going to use all these different colors. I'm just going to go with a few different colors on this one. So basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do that new technique, the speckle, fleckle, whatever you want to call it, and then I'm going to put it in a kettle afterwards, and then add a little more overwash color to it. So what I'm going to do now is,
Honey, we're doing a split screen so that you can see, you'll be able to see what he's doing with the yarn. So there's a little bit of the screen he'll be on, and then the rest of the screen is where the magic happens. Which is also why I'm not on screen.
okay, so I soak the yarn first, so it's nice and wet and ready to take the dye. When I do the samples like this, I like to do about 4 at a time. I got the superwash fingering weight merino that I'm using. Got to make sure to get all of the water out of it as much as you can. You just want it damp, not soaking. Okay.
And he uses the superwash because he knows how that will work. Oh, we get to see the back of your head too.
Oh.
Now you're going to have to
Okay.
start combing the back of your hair.
Oh, wow.
Because he knows how that will translate to other bases.
Okay. So I got 4 different skeins here. And so the colors I'm going to use that are the inspiration in there is a teal, a green, and a tan color. And so It's going to be kind of a light speckle on these. And so I'm going to start with the teal. And that is a really nice color compared to the fabric. I think it's going to match that fabric really well.
Here, you want me to do it? Because
Yeah.
your hands are wet.
Yeah.
This is the color.
Yeah.
Where am I at? There. Ooh, that's the color he's going
Yeah.
for. That looks good.
And then I'm going to use a little bit of green in there.
Ew, I wasn't supposed to be on the camera. Kind
This
of
is-
yellowy.
Yeah, this
Like
is
a
like a yellow
sprout.
green. This is what we use for doing like key lime.
So we started doing the one-on-one appointments where you can come, and that's why this is all set up back here now. You can have an appointment where you come and dye with Tom, and you can actually pick the colors you want for your own yarn. We did some of those over the weekend, and we had a ball.
Oh yeah, we had like a party.
Yeah,
There was like
that was a lot
12,
of
13
fun.
people on one of them. Yeah, that was all for one person, her birthday, and so all of her friends were helping her pick out the colors and all that. So
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
so when I paint them like this, I do one side, then I flip them, and I do the other side too. So to make sure that we have about the right amount of dye on each skein.
Yeah, you don't want a whole side that's just a white strip.
Yeah, no.
That would look bad. Anybody got questions or anything?
It goes a lot faster once you got your color formula down, and then you just go back and when people order to do it, when I create it, it's more of a looking at it and thinking, okay, is this what I want to do? So it takes a little longer for me to do making up colors than actually production. And I have a really nice stainless steel table that I work off of here, so it can just wipe everything off after we're all done. So I actually go and do 4 sides.
I like those colors.
Yeah, it's a really nice mellow color.
Without being pastel.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Penny, he only does 4 skeins at a time for the
Demo.
demo. And when he's creating new colors. When he goes into production, he'll spread out a ton of them and do them all at once. But this does take a little longer than a kettle dyed process that we've shown you before. If you create your own class, how many skeins can you do? If you do the create your own class, you can make 1 colorway per the appointment. Includes 1, but you can order as much as you want.
Yeah.
Indefinitely, because he keeps your formula on file, and he also, oh, he's got to rinse it out a little, or not rinse it, but get some of the excess liquid out.
And you can see, I pre-soak these in acid, so it's pretty well, this dye won't run. That's why these colors are not mushing together, because the acid is the key to doing this. And you can see on the table, it's all clear. So now I'm going to put it in a kettle. Let me move this over so you can see what's going to happen with the kettle. Okay, so there's my water. It's all warmed up. I'm going to put a little acid in the water first before I put the yarn in there. So to make sure that it's not going to start running all over it so it it blends all the colors together. That's not what we're going for in this one.
So to go back to your question about, you can, after the fact, you can order it on almost all of our bases, and you can order as much or as little as you want moving forward. The party we did on Saturday, it was her birthday, and a friend bought her the color creation thing. And then she had, what did she have, about 20 some people that came in. We give you the Zoom information. You can invite whoever you want. And they came in and helped her create the color. And then she told them at the end that she was going to order a bunch of it and make gifts for all of them out of it, which I thought was very sweet. So
now
it was a lot of fun.
to go with that color inspiration, I'm going to add a little bit of pewter into the water as we go to
oh, see, now I'm not supposed to be on the camera.
It's too yellow right now to match that, so now I'm going to let this sit for a little bit to let it set this yarn dye, and then I'm going to add a little pewter to it in about 5 minutes or less.
Because you can see there's a lot of gray in this print, along with the little bit of color. I love this print.
Okay. I have some already
Ducks and
pewter already
llamas.
mixed up. I think I'm going to start with like a teaspoon per skein. I think it's pretty cool already. It's going to look nice, just a little bit of touch of gray in there to get rid of some of the yellow. And you can see there isn't any dye in the water because I had already pre-soaked it, so it pretty well has set it already. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of this gray at a time.
It really was sweet, Jamie. They had so much fun, and actually when we got done, we just let them stay on the Zoom. We shut off our mics and our earpieces, and we just let them all have a party for the rest of the hour, and they had so much fun with it. We got so many emails from several of them afterwards that they loved it, because she was from Canada, and she had a lot of Canadian friends and family. There was somebody from the UK that dialed in. They were people from all over, and it was a good way for them to connect over. And I think only one of them wasn't a knitter.
Yeah.
So it was fun. Oh, and Jamie, you know her. It was Christine that worked with us at, wasn't she with us at West, or was she at?
She was at West.
Yeah, I thought so.
She was the one that was, before she moved to California, she was an administrative assistant for the
Mounties.
The Mounties.
The Canadian Mounties.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was awesome. What's the cost? The cost for to create your own colorway, it's $75, and that gives you a 45-minute time slot, and you get to pick whichever base you want to see it on, and then he dyes it, and he sends it off to you. We mail it off. So you pay $75 and you get the skein of yarn, and you get the formula, the name, you get to name it, and we also send you the actual skein of yarn, so you have it for reference.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah,
So I got rid of the yellow in it.
the color that you saw on the yarn is what he sprayed on to begin with. So that was the same yarn, and then he put it in there to overwash it with some of the pewter.
Yeah. It's really nice and light because
I like
that
that.
pattern and all that didn't have a lot of color in there, so I didn't want to put too much color in here. Just a little bit. So the nice teal and the yellow green and a little bit of tan. I do like this new technique of spraying it on there. It does a really cool little job for it.
I like how it gives you little bits of color without a big
Yeah.
splotch of color.
And so we have a color for next week now. Oh,
Lauren, you should. It was fun.
So basically, Jamie, you missed the beginning, but what I'm gonna do with this is every week on Mondays at 2 o'clock, I'm gonna just create my colorway for not this Friday, but for the following Friday. So it gives us about a week and a half to get it all together. What we want to start doing too is a lot of people have asked about samples. So if I can go this far ahead of time, we can get somebody to knit up some sample swatches for us. So in these colors we're doing too. So
Yeah.
I
So
think that's going to be important to do too. So I'm trying to do this ahead of time, and by being on camera on Mondays, it's forcing me to do it a week and a half ahead of time. So it's a good win-win for everybody all the way around.
yeah. So the 26th, February 26th, that Friday,
Yeah.
when we do our show, we'll
Yeah,
have
I
it.
already got what I'm going to do for this week already, and so this is for the following one. And
Could the color choices be more than when you do your own? Carrie, I think you're talking about the color appointment to create your own. You can choose from 3 different styles. You can do kettle dyed, which is tonal. You can do hand painting, or you can do the speckled, or you can do a combination.
yeah,
You can
when we're
do
doing your own
whatever.
colorway, you can put as much color in there as you want.
So what we do is we send out an email and we tell you to send us any color inspiration, photos, or whatever. And the stuff we're getting back is awesome. Somebody sent us, we're getting lipstick for one for tomorrow. She wants to
Yeah.
match her lipstick.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, yeah, you can put as many colors on there as you want in any style as you want.
But as a master dyer, I know what's going to go well, so I will say that's good, but maybe not too much of that. So I'm here as your color consultant.
Master Dyer. Doesn't sound very good.
Hey,
Anyway,
it works.
it does.
Okay.
So that's cooking. So we need your help because we're trying to figure out what to name this Monday thing. We talked about Magic Mondays. Sounds boring. Today we called it I'll Die for You. So that's something we need to figure out what we want to call Mondays, just so that we can refer to it. So submit what you think we should use. And we'll come up with a cool name for this every week. How's it looking?
I think I'm done. I'm going to let it cook for about a half hour to let it set the yarn.
Hold it with a spoon under it so you can see it better.
It's pretty gorgeous. It's got a little bit of color in there.
I wonder if I can zoom.
Can you zoom in it?
I might be able to. Hang on. I'm going to go just to that camera.
More and more.
I'm trying. Oop, wrong way. Let's see. Ooh,
Oh yeah, see that little bit of color in there?
there's more than it's showing there. I think the lights are bright enough. It's kind of blowing it out. Let me see if I do this. I took the white balance off to see if that would take out some of the...
Yeah, you can see it a little bit in there.
It always looks less colorful when it's wet also. Am I going back to regular?
Yeah. But yeah, you can see the hints of the teal in there and the green yellow, a little bit of gray overwash. It's exactly what I wanted for this color.
You got way closer to the camera. That's the problem.
Oh,
I think the
well,
table.
we got to move that.
I think our table's rolling. There.
There we go.
Oh, you know, it would help if we could see it.
Okay,
How long will you leave it in the pot for this part?
about 30 minutes. You don't want it to boil. You just want it to be hot water like this for about 30
Yay.
minutes.
Oh, Dara sent us her inspiration.
Oh, sweet.
I think I got that. Mystic Mondays, Die for You Mondays. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I don't know whatever you guys vote on. I'm for whatever.
Okay. Well, that's about.
What's that now?
Can you do something to keep the colors before washing, like some sort of heat treatment? I liked the stripes, but most are gone.
Well,
That was what he was going for, was to mute it down.
yeah.
If you want it with color in there, specific color, then you would use a brighter color and then you wouldn't overwash it. Right?
Yeah, but if you're talking about stripes in the yarn, when I stripe it, whenever you reskein it or whatever, it's going to take that stripe away too. I don't know if that's what.
Yeah. But I think it was a bolder colorway before, and
Oh, yeah.
part of it is because they've separated. They're
Yeah.
not so close together anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
Dye on demand.
So when you see this on Maria, is it?
Maria, yeah.
Maria. So when you can see it tighter together and it's not spread out in the pot, it still has that same color. It's just when it's in the water, it spreads out more like that. And then when I skein it back up, it's going to get tight again. So you'll see more of that color in spots.
Plus, it's wet.
Yeah.
And when it's really saturated, wet like that, the background color gets a little darker, like
Dye
hair.
on demand. I like that name too. Yeah.
Dye another day.
I like the Magic Mondays.
That's a little Magic Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'd be in it.
I think about
I'd
that.
be more of a Chris Farley in it.
When he was on
The Chippendales.
the Chippendales with Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
The finished dry yarn will be on To Dye For Fridays on February 26th.
Yeah.
So not this
I'm
week,
going,
but a week later.
Yeah, I'm going about 2 weeks out, Penny, so it gives us time to do other things with this, because I want to be able to make swatches out of this now, so when we show it on that Friday, we can have a swatch made. And so by going 2 weeks out, it gives us time to do that. So I already got what we're going to do for this Friday. This is going to be for the following Friday.
Yeah.
And so every Monday when I do this now, it won't be for the Friday coming up, but for the following Friday.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this Friday will still be a huge surprise.
Yeah. Dye Demo Day. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm done.
All right. Well,
Hey, thanks for tuning in. We'll do this again next week.
have a good week.
And we will
we'll
see you up in the other studio on Friday.
See you on
Bye,
Friday. And
guys.
if you want to do your own custom appointment, just go to the website, and right under our name, under the banner, there's something that says custom color creation with Tom or something, and it'll explain everything and show you all the available appointments.
Okay. And we'll have Brittany put together everybody's suggestions, and we'll come up with a cool name.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.